I'm so excited to be here. People have been asking me why I decided to shoot this special in Wisconsin. And it's because I think everybody here has a resting blood alcohol of 0.12. There it is. There it is. That's good for comedy. Yeah. You guys seem so happy here. Just slamming cheese curds? I love it. You try to shoot a special in LA, everybody's intermittent fasting. Ugh. I feel like intermittent fasting means something different in the Midwest. I feel like that's when you guys black out by 5 and forget to eat dinner. You just wake up the next morning like, I feel good. I wrapped my car around a pole last night, but I feel fit. Lean. I thought it'd also be fun to shoot it here since I'm now also a Midwesterner. Thank you. Yeah, I moved to Minnesota last year in the month of January. And that's how you die. 8-month winters are fucking brutal. God. When I hit my 1-year mark of living there, some of my friends were like, oh, how did you celebrate? I was like, oh, I just walked into my bathroom like it was a prison cell and etched one tally. I did learn a lot by moving there then. I learned that, God forbid you try using a bidet there in the winter. That water feels like local anesthesia. Did not feel my beehole for 5 months. It's such a weird state. Right when I moved there, I turned on the TV and there were commercials for vacations to Alaska. And that's when I knew I fucked up. I was like, oh, these are broken people. If Alaska is their Cancun. Living in Minnesota and going on vacation to Alaska is like owning a Nissan Sentra and going on vacation and renting a Nissan Sentra. That's the same terrible shit. I moved there to live with my boyfriend, so that's why I did it in January. Because winter sucks and it's better when there's somebody inside you. Thank you, one horny woman. Yeah. I appreciate you. Minnesota was a tough sell, though. I found out also when I got there that they have some of the highest state taxes. I was like, for why? You're cold and expensive? That's like a dog who's ugly and bites. Put it down. Let's get out of here. Skedaddle. And I moved there from Washington where there are no state taxes. So now anytime my boyfriend tries to start a fight with me, I'm like, oh, let me remind you that being your girlfriend now costs me $38 a day. Your dick is a very expensive toll road. Let me set the thermostat to 72. Fuck off. Let's pick our battles today. When he and I got together, we had that conversation about labels, because I felt ready to be called boyfriend and girlfriend, and he goes, being in my 40s, I feel like I'm a little old to be called somebody's boyfriend, but if you call me your man friend, it sounds like I'm not allowed in your playgrounds. I was like, all right, well, what are you gonna call me? And he goes, I'll just be like, this is my lady. And I was like, well, we're not at a Renaissance fair. So no. Also, I can't use the equivalent of that. I can't be like, Mom, Dad, I'd like you to meet my lord. And he's also a comedian. My ex-husband was actually a comedian, too. I can't stop shitting where I eat. No, I'm just telling you. My love life is a Chipotle. Just keep the eating and shitting all under one roof. It's very convenient, very farm to table, you know. They're right there. And I wasn't much of a jealous girlfriend in my 20s, but then some switch flipped in my 30s. And now when I see somebody hit on the person I'm with, I just feel myself anamorph into the cast of Jersey Shore. I am ready to brawl. And he does get hit on. When he walks on stage, women whistle at him. And at comedy clubs, there's usually a security guard in the back to kick people out in case they heckle. So at his shows, I've just started to stand next to the security guard. And if I see a woman laughing too hard at one of his jokes, I just walk up and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. He's my favorite comedian. Well, he's my lord. Scoot, beat it. I feel like most people assume I'm exaggerating during that joke, but if you follow me online, you'll know I posted a video a few months ago of a woman who sat in the front row of one of my shows, and after I told that joke, she goes, your boyfriend is my favorite comedian. We've seen him like 8 times. And I was like, lady, did you not just hear that this is when I go snooky on somebody? What are you doing? And she doubled down. She's like, he's so cute. He's so hot. And he responds to my Instagram comments. And that's when I took out my hoop earrings. All the men in the crowd were looking around like, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. It's like, yeah, time to fuck around and find out, madam. Get up here. I don't actually worry about my boyfriend cheating on me. I feel like men's bodies start to really turn on them in their 40s. He has to wake up every 2 hours in the night to pee. And when I see him in the morning with bags under his eyes, I hug him and I go, babe, I'm sorry you didn't sleep well. And then I think, you're too exhausted to cheat on me. You're not getting enough REM to pull off 2 relationships. I like you slow like this. Can catch you if I need to. Get back here. But now the second I see him start to reach for melatonin, I'm like, the fuck are you resting up for? Huh? You stay sleepy. I don't usually mind our age gap, but there is that new filter on TikTok where couples are posting pictures together, and then a filter goes across the screen, and it shows you what you'll look like together in 50 years. Like it ages you. So I did that with a picture of me and my boyfriend, and when the filter went across the screen, it just made him disappear. It was just me holding an urn. I was like, what? No, please. And my boyfriend was like, I want to see the picture. I was like, oh, my phone died. And so did you. What am I going to do? He does hate that he looks older than me. He's been trying to get me to look older faster. I think he wants to, like, microwave my face. On my birthday, as a prank, he hid all of my expensive skin creams, and when I opened my bathroom cupboard, there was just a pack of cigarettes. Like a tanning bed coupon. Well, be careful what you wish for. You're gonna wake up next to Mick Jagger. I have been telling my single friends that they should date somebody older than them. It's the best. They got their lives together. They're financially secure. My boyfriend has a lake cabin. You think I give a shit that he has a fake hip? I don't. I don't need somebody to be able to jump rope to get me wet. I'm I'm riding on a jet ski. I'm coming 5 times on that thing anyway. My boyfriend shows me his credit score while we're on the jet ski. I'm like, oh my God. Our neighbors are like, wow, look at all the water coming off that thing. I'm like, that's not water, Diane. That's all me, baby. Happy 4th. Peace be with you. I will say, if you date somebody older than you, sometimes people think you have daddy issues. And they're right. My dad was an international yo-yo man for a living. That sentence should not even exist. I don't know if when you were growing up, a guy came to your school and did yo-yo demonstrations. Yeah, that's the man who made me. That's not great. I do love my dad. I think he gave me a very specific amount of daddy issues. Like, I have enough to have become a comedian, but not enough to have an OnlyFans. My dad's just a little too supportive for me to have one of those. If I tried to post my boobs online behind a paywall and posted some link that was like, for my biggest fans only, my dad would read that and go, well, I'm obviously my daughter's biggest fan. Oh, God, no. No. Kelsey Evelyn. I don't know of that many people personally who are on OnlyFans or in the porn space. I do know of Adriana Chechik. I follow her on Twitter because she tweets the most outrageous things and they make me laugh so hard. She tweeted the other day and said, on my way to the dentist, he has no idea how many different people's DNA he's about to clean out of my teeth. Some dirty things up here. But I read that and was like, my heavens. Adriana, I mean, God forbid something ever happens to her, there are going to be so many suspects. That is a crime scene of a mouth. Detectives are going to be like, was she killed by a village? What happened here? It's just not wise. But I am fascinated by her as a person. I listened to her on a podcast where she said that on a different trip to the dentist, she had the dentist file down her back molars so that she could make room for bigger things. Yeah, really took the bumpers off the bowling lane. And I heard that and was like, what a commitment to the craft. I mean, I'm not even willing to wear heels up here for you folks. She's out there changing her dental records. Good Christ, what a go-getter. I told that joke in Grand Rapids a few months ago where nothing good ever happens. And there was a dentist in the crowd, and she was blackout drunk. And she starts shouting, she goes, we can tell when somebody's in porn. And I was like, well, none of us are going to be able to move on with our lives until you tell us. The floor is yours, okay? You have hijacked the show. And she goes, they have suction on the roof of their mouth. I was like the ghost of a blowjob? What are you talking about? That is so not how I thought you would be able to tell, right? I thought she was going to say that when they put the little vacuum hose in there, that the person's like, they're like, hey. Quit that. You swallow at your work, not here. Goblin. I know that I have to have some daddy issues because my boyfriend's name is Chad. The sounds of disapproval. Yeah, you don't date a Chad unless you come from deep white trash. And I think it's very ironic as a comedian that I'm dating a Chad because comics, we've made fun of dudes with that name our entire careers. Like, a comedian dating a Chad is like a store manager dating a Karen. It makes no sense. And I've had a lot of firsts with him in our relationship. I mentioned on my special, The Hustler, that he's the first guy I've ever been with who has had a vasectomy. So I had no idea what to expect the first time he finished. I was like, is it gonna be dust? Like when you blow into a Nintendo cartridge, it's like, oh, my eyes. I had no idea what was gonna happen. So I decided to do some research in a lab called my mouth. And you're welcome, we're all adults here. And I'm happy to report my findings that I believe it's essentially diet cum. If I may be so bold. And I have been pretty shocked now at how many people come up to me after shows and go, "You gotta make merch that says diet cum." And I'm like, who would wear that? Make some noise if you think you would genuinely wear a diet cum shirt. Oh my God, liar, liar. You work from home. No HR in your life. No way. And Chad has a 19-year-old daughter, and I wanted her to like me so badly, but I posted that vasectomy joke on Instagram. Yeah. Stepmom of the year. And I forgot that she followed me on there. So later that night, she texted Chad and said, "Hey, not trying to start any shit." But just thought you should know, I definitely unfollowed your girlfriend today. And I thought, well, it's probably a good idea because I bet I'm gonna post the joke that I'm currently telling you guys, and I don't think she's gonna like this one either. By the way, I don't blame her at all for unfollowing me. I totally get it. I was just bummed because I was hoping that Instagram was gonna be how I could connect with this teenage girl, you know? Like, before I met her, my friends were like, "Oh, don't be nervous. She's gonna love you. She's gonna think it's so cool that your videos get a bunch of views." And I was like, "Oh, you mean the one about me blowing her dad?" I don't exactly think she's walking into her college cafeteria like, "You guys, it's my dad she blows." You guys. It's like my daddy issues are now giving other girls daddy issues. It's like a Russian nesting doll of fuckery. Break the cycle. I feel like I should know more about things like vasectomies because I don't know if you guys had this in high school where you could get voted, you know, best dressed or most athletic, but I had that in middle school. And when I was in 7th grade, I got voted most likely to become a sex ed teacher. And I look back and I'm like, what was I saying to my peers? At age 12, that made them collectively go, "She knows where the taint is." I should not have won that award. I knew nothing. I was such a late bloomer in every way. I didn't start my period until the last week of 8th grade, which coincided with my school's graduation trip to the lake. Yeah, buckle up. And the first time you get a period, they always tell girls, "Oh, don't use a tampon, wear a pad." So all my friends are in their cute little bikinis in front of the boys for the first time. I am wearing a t-shirt and giant men's and one basketball shorts. Trying to hide the outline of this massive pad. which went from belly button to middle of my back. It was like wearing a horse saddle. It's casually at the beach. And then everybody jumped in the lake, and nobody told me that you can't get in with a pad on. So I jumped in too, and that thing started dragging me to the bottom of the lake. I was like, no. My life flashed before my eyes. This thing got so heavy so fast, you could see the water level of the lake just slowly going lower and lower and lower. And I'm a terrible swimmer. I death gripped onto her front shoulder. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm bleeding and drowning, please. Help." So people flopped me up onto the dock, and I stood up, and in front of every boy in my grade, 20 gallons of water dumped out of my shorts for 40 straight seconds. Like the world's grossest magician. Oh, it's still going. Okay. Well. And that is how you don't get fingered until your senior year. True story. I feel like all the boys in my grade were like, "We've heard that wet is good, but..." That seems too wet. I don't think there's supposed to be fish coming out of there. Sort of weird mermaid lady. I actually got an IUD in recently because I heard that they could just make your period go away. But the procedure is a nightmare. They basically shove a Lego in your uterus while you're wide awake. I thought for sure I was going to get knocked out for this. The doctor was like, "No." I was like, "Okay. What do you guys do for the pain?" She's like, "Oh, take a Tylenol, make a wish." I'm like, "Oh, I wish you'd go fuck yourself." If you're comfortable sharing, make some noise if you have an IUD. Oh my God. Give these women a key to the city. All right? There are Avengers sitting amongst you tonight. It is insane. But I think the thing that's maybe more traumatizing than that procedure is that when you get there, they ask you to give a urine sample. And women dread giving urine samples. For dudes, you guys just whip your dong out. You aim and fire. You could probably do it blindfolded. Women giving a urine sample is like trying to get the leash out from under the dog's leg on a walk. You're like, okay, this way, maybe this way. Well, am I going or are you going? Well, goddammit. So many legs. Because women only pee straight for 2 of the 20 seconds we pee. The rest of the time, it looks like somebody just poked a hole in a Capri Sun and then started stepping on it. You're like, well, sideways? What am I peeing sideways? I don't even have a hole there. And then a doctor walks in with a thimble and is like, "Catch it. Catch it." I'm like, you catch it. This is a 2-man job at least. This thing is the same size as a to-go ranch container. I can't possibly catch it in this. Do you have a crock pot back there? Something with handles, a wide berth I can work with, perhaps? And a lot of the time, you don't know you're gonna have to give a urine sample, so you peed right before you left the house, and then you're in there trying to squeegee out 5 drops, but you don't have enough pressure in your stream for it to go out, so you just get a babbling brook that hugs your body and drops off a butt cheek in the back. Like, have to drop a pin on GPS to know where that fucker went. I have no idea. I can't see back there. Can't catch that. So I'm in there. I try to get a urine sample. It's a complete disaster, as always. I get nothing in the cup. I just peel over my own wrist like a child. The whole thing stressed me out so much I had explosive diarrhea. I walked out of there up to the nurse. I was like, well, didn't get a urine sample, but the cup is full. Test what you can, I guess. But it's a broken system. It's not my fault. You fix it. And then you lay back, and they do the procedure, and an IUD can stay in you for 8 years. So after they're done, the nurse hands you a sticker with a date on it of 8 years from that day, so you know when to replace it. So I just pop that on my windshield next to my oil change sticker. Where else am I gonna put that thing? I got one that says Valvoline, one that says Volvoline. I just look at just keep an eye. I told my dad about the sticker thing, and he goes, well, that's interesting. I wonder if it works the same way as a car, where it goes by either the date or the mileage. Shut your mouth, Dad. I mean, I'm definitely gonna use it on stage, but shut your mouth. Sicko. We're not friends. I don't want to joke with you like that. You're gonna make me start an OnlyFans to keep that shit up. Shut up. That's definitely not how it works, by the way. That'd be very funny to me if they were secretly putting tiny odometers. You go in for a checkup, the doctor's like, oh, somebody had a busy April. Jesus Christ. Well, no way this thing's lasting 8 years. And you're burning the tires clean off this thing. Slow down. I'm very happy to be living with Chad. I lived alone for a few years after the divorce. I feel like if you live alone for too long, you start to become feral. Make some noise if you live alone right now. All right, so that's 12 people who showered for the first time tonight. Good for you. I am honored to be the reason you would bathe and leave your home. Because you don't have to do anything when you live alone. There's nobody around to judge you, and you start to act like you were raised by wolves, right? I watched myself do something so unhinged at one point. I don't know if you guys have it in your shower where if the water's been hitting the shower curtain for a long time, it starts to get kind of discolored at the bottom. I tried cleaning it, it wouldn't come off, and instead of just going and buying a new shower curtain like a normal person, I just sat in my bathtub with scissors and I just cut the bottom. I just went full meth head. I was just like, ay. Arts and crafts. I literally gave my shower bangs. It's not a mentally stable place to be in. And then, of course, it really looked like shit. So I went to Target, and they had just released fall candles. And I learned that day that if you smell candles for 30 minutes straight, you will accidentally get a little fucking high. Nothing crazy, but I'm a lightweight, and nobody in the DARE program talked to me about candles. So I was unprepared for what happened to my body. So I was floating around Target. I grabbed the shower curtain I wanted, and when I went home and hung it up, it only stretched like half the length of my shower, and it was so long, 5 extra feet of fabric coming off the bottom of this thing. And my stepsister came over the next day, and she used my bathroom, and she came out and she goes, "Why do you have a window curtain in there?" I was like, "What now?" She goes, "That's a window curtain. You didn't think it was weird that when you hung it up, there was an entire Met Gala ball gown coming off of it?" I was like, "I accidentally got fucked up on pumpkin spice and I blacked out. I don't want to talk about it. But it's fine. I can fix this." And I grabbed my scissors and I just cut the bottom. We're fine. I can feel that I'm starting to get a little too comfortable with Chad now that we live together. You know, in the beginning, you try so hard, you care what you look like. I'd go get Brazilian waxes all the time. Now I'm just trying to not scare kids at the pool. It's a different level of effort I'm willing to put in. Now I just tell my wax lady the same thing that Chad tells the guy who trims his beard. I'm just like, take a little off the sides, be careful around the lips. Let's not get crazy. I am pretty shocked at the lengths that young girls now are willing to go to attract boys. I don't know if you guys have heard of this trend through TikTok called vabbing. Okay, I just found out about this. Apparently, some teenage girls now, before they leave the house, are sticking their fingers down there and then wiping it on their neck to try to use their pheromones to attract boys. The confidence of Gen Z is so fucking wild and truly disturbed. I mean, cold day in hell that you would catch a millennial or older wiping anything from this area on their neck like goddamn potpourri. That was so not the message taught to us about this area by our elders, right? They were like, "Hey, lock up your shame." I'm going, "Yeah, okay, yeah, okay." We didn't even want anybody to know we had a vagina. And we were just walking through middle school like, "Okay, conceal and carry." Okay, nobody see it, nobody smell it. Just spraying 17 pumps of Bath & Body Works cucumber melon. Just smell like every Lyft driver's car. Just insanity. Yeah, our sex ed teachers didn't talk to us about this area like it was hot sauce. They were like, "Hey y'all, it's good on everything. Get it out there." No, they talked to us about it like it was black licorice. They were like, "Hey, not everybody's gonna like that." Oh, okay. Okay. You stay humble. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. And we did. We're a humble generation. Anybody here have a teenage daughter? Well, don't smell their neck. Yeah, that is not lip gloss. Sounds like a town hall meeting in here. You guys are like, "Hey! This is an outrage!" I feel like there might be some interesting phone calls on the drive home tonight. Put your fucking sister on! I do actually want to try and keep the magic alive with Chad for as long as I can. And my ex and I got pretty gross together toward the end. He and I always lived in a place that only had one bathroom, and he would go in there and take 45-minute man shits. And I finally asked him, I was like, hey, why does it take you so long to do that? And he goes, well, my doctor told me that it's bad to push, so I don't push. I just sit and I let it fall out. I was like, what are you, a geisha? What are you trying to take these dainty shits for? You're a man. Just grab onto something, fire it out, get the fuck out of there. We can't wait for the stars to align, Mulan. It's Sunday, we got errands to run. Go, get out. So he went in there one day for one of his sessions. And I knew it was going to be a session because I could hear him lock the door, which he always only did for number 2. And I didn't know why. I think I know now. I think you dudes have this poo phobia that while you're sitting there all vulnerable, you're afraid we're going to, like, bust the door down and jump on your lap and start tickling you. I'm not Steve-O. Why would I do that? I would never do that. So he's in there, door locked, and on this day, our buttholes had synced. And I was like, oh no. Because I have IBS, so when I gotta go, I gotta go. So I texted him, and I was like, hey, I'm about to shit my pants. Siren emoji. Fire emoji. Making it crystal clear. He doesn't respond. I can hear his phone get my text, and I hear him just swipe out of it and continue to watch Parks and Rec. I'm like, you motherfucker. So now I realize I do not have access to a toilet, and I've got some demons coming down the chute. I am in apocalypse survival mode. So I start frantically looking around our apartment for a substitute toilet. The first thing I see is the kitchen sink. I know. Right away I was like, too high. It's a lot of gymnastics I'm not qualified for. Next thing I see is my ex's favorite hat, which emotionally felt like the right choice, because I was ready to soft serve him some piping hot justice. But I was like, ooh, that's a small surface area. I'm not confident in the aim. You guys know how I feel about urine samples. It's like, if you can't pee in a cup, you can't poop in a hat. That's a Dr. Seuss book we all grew up with. Everybody knows you can't do that. And so I looked, and I looked, and I had to shit in an empty cardboard Amazon box in my own living room like an old homeless man. That changes you as a person. I was just squatting and crying. Our cats walked up to me and booped noses. I was like, get out of here, go. They just watched me from the corner with giant eyes. They're just looking at me like, oh, you are one of us. Neat. And after I was done, I told my friends what had happened, and they were all like, why don't you just poop in your cat's litter box? And I was like, because I'm not trying to dominate them for the rest of their lives. Do you understand what a deranged power move that would be? To just bring the heat like that? Just dunk on him? That would be like if you shit in your baby's diaper. Your child would be taken from you. There are rules to this life. But I tell you guys this to tell you, I've been trying to hide that version of me far away from Chad. I don't ever want Chad to meet gross Kelsey. Right? In warehouses, you know, they have those signs. It's like 32 days since last workplace incident. Well, I have a tiny one in my heart that says 1,842 days since I shit in a box. I'm trying to keep that number very high. But when Chad and I moved in together last year, we celebrated, we went out, we drank a bunch of tequila, and then the next morning, I got Chipotle. Bad choices. And we went back to our new place, and I went into one of the bathrooms to do my business. But it's a new bathroom to me, so I turned on what I thought was the fan. Turns out it was the heater. That's not what you want. That takes a normal number 2 smell and turns it into a Woodstock 99 porta potty. Immediately. So I'm in there sweating and panicking. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I finish up and I walk out and I close the door behind me, which is the universal sign for give it a sec. No one needs to go in here for the next 2 to 49 hours. Change your plans, change your route. Chad completely ignores this major sign that I'm throwing up at him. He just blows right by me and walks in there to get a Kleenex. My brain in slow-mo was like, don't go in there! And he came out and I was like, I am so sorry. Could you smell things? And he goes, I couldn't smell anything. You're fine. And I was like, oh, thank God. You might want to take a COVID test. Actually, don't waste a test. You have COVID. My asshole was the test, and you failed. And that's when Chad goes, I'm just kidding. I could totally smell that. Do you see the tears streaming down my face? God damn it. So something I've learned is that a lot of people don't realize that comedians know how to not be comedians off stage. Like, some people just think we're always set to clown mode or something. Because a few years ago, my mom got sick and she was in the hospital for part of the time. And 3 weeks in, her doctor turns to me and goes, so I heard you're a comedian. And I was like, yeah, I am. He goes, oh, just surprises me because I don't really get a funny vibe from you. And I was like, well, my mom's still in the hospital after 3 weeks, so I'm not really getting a great doctor vibe. I can be petty off the clock too, bitch. I will do it for free. Also, what does a funny vibe look like to this guy? We're in a hospital. You think I'm gonna walk through the waiting room honking boobs like, people are bleeding out. You gotta clock out sometimes. But here's the thing. When my mom was in the hospital, she ended up getting diagnosed with dementia, which has, of course, been the most heartbreaking thing to go through. But she is so smart and so funny that even with dementia, she's still pretty crafty, like still tries to prank people. So she and my brother were talking. He thought it was going well. And then all of a sudden, she just starts shouting, "Nurse! Nurse!" And my brother's like, "Oh my God, Mom, I'm right here. What do you need?" The nurses come running in. They're like, "Kathy, oh my God, what's going on?" And my mom just goes, "Look how handsome my son is." I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? You cannot be the mom who cried hot son. You're gonna get kicked out of the home. Because now I feel like next time she actually needs help, the nurse is just gonna pop her head around from 50 feet away and be like, "Oh, let me guess, Kathy, is your daughter funny? Is that what you're screaming at us for?" It'd be so great if she was like, "She's okay." I don't really get a funny vibe from her. Just want some apple juice. I have to tell you guys something that just happened. My cousin and I visited my mom, and we thought that my mom had fallen asleep. So my cousin decided to tell me that she just took her 2 high school nieces out to dinner, and her nieces are obsessed with mukbang videos. You guys know what mukbang videos are? Okay, if you don't know, it's this big trend on YouTube. People order massive quantities of food, and they eat them on camera. So her nieces love these mukbang videos, and they're at dinner, and one of her nieces cleans her plate so fast. And my cousin looks at her and goes, "Wow, Bailey, you should do your own bukkake videos." And her niece went white in the face, which is very funny if you know what bukkake is. Remember that .12 resting blood alcohol? I was talking. Such a delayed reaction. Oh, fuck. Yeah. I can also tell that some of you do not know what bukkake is. And honestly, you're better people for it. You are more pure of heart. Okay. A Midwest mom just went. If you want to find out what it is, give it a Google later. Don't do it at work, you'll get fired. It is a finishing move in the world of porn. And I'm like dying laughing at this story. And then all of a sudden, my mom goes, "I've done bukkake once." And my cousin and I were like, "No, no, 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 no. Do not say that word in the home. I promise it is not whatever you think it is. It's not some fitness class you took at the YMCA." I'm sure my mom was just sitting there listening like, "Oh, well, Zumba was full that one day, so I think I popped over to bukkake." It's like, "No, you did not. No, you did not. Nope, you never did that." And here's the thing, I always take really good care of my mom, but I took extra good care of her that day because I was like, those cannot be your last words. Don't you dare. And this is strange, but my entire family and I, including my mom, are actually world champion foosball players. Yeah, thank you. And my mom is in the Foosball Hall of Fame. Yeah. But every time my mom gets a new nurse, the nurse will always ask her about her life. And my mom always goes, "Well, I'm in the Foosball Hall of Fame." And every nurse goes, "Sure you are." Mm-hmm. And I'm always standing there like, "Oh, yeah, no, I know that sounds made up, but I swear it's real." And the nurse is like, "Hey, you don't have to." And I'm like, "Lady, I swear to God, I can show you her trophies. I can show you a video of her playing. And that's when the nurse starts to look at the other nurses like, oh, does the daughter have dementia too? It's like a T-Mobile family plan of dementia. It's like too weird to believe. And my mom growing up was also somebody you did not want to cross. My parents got divorced in the 90s, back when there were home phone answering machines. And before the divorce, our answering machine message was my dad saying, "You've reached the Cooks, please leave us a message." And then after the divorce, my mom had changed it to her just blasting Alanis Morissette's "You Oughta Know." So every time my dad would call, my mom would let it go to the machine so that if he wanted to leave a message for her, every time, he first had to sit through the lyrics, "And I'm here to remind you of the mess you left when you went away." I mean, that's a bad bitch move right there. That takes balls. Because it's not like that was just the message for when my dad called. That was the message for literally anybody who called our house. So after a while, we started to get messages from people like, "Hey, this is Dave from Blockbuster. And I'm here to remind you." "Your Space Jam VHS is overdue. Really sorry about whatever you're going through." And long before my mom had dementia, she had retired from teaching, and she had taken on some interesting retirement hobbies. She had started to screenshot the selfies I would post on Instagram, and then she would print them out and go to Kohl's and buy those 30 photo collage frames and frame my selfies. But I didn't know she was doing this until I visited home one day and I just walked into a museum. Of my narcissism. And my mom crept up behind me. She was like, "Do you love it?" What is this, a haunted house? This is fucking horrifying. I'll never take a selfie again. This is like an intervention. But here's the thing. Nobody had taught my mom how to crop a screenshot. So all of these printed, framed photos show her phone battery percentage. If somebody texted her as she took the screenshot, it's up there. There's a framed photo somewhere of my face with a text from my ex to my mom like, "Your daughter just shit in a box." Please advise. So I decided last year that I didn't want to have kids. And it was so weird because a few months later, I started to get really bad cramps. And they did an ultrasound and they found a polyp in my uterus, which is like a skin tag. And I think it's so crazy that the human instinct to reproduce is so strong that as soon as I said, "I'm not having kids," my uterus was like, "Bitch, we're growing something." You have been zero help. You keep feeding me diet cum. Just hangs out in here, makes the floor sticky. IUD doesn't know what to do with it. Chad's had a vasectomy, so there's nothing to defend. It's like 2 goalies on a soccer field with no other players. Wow. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Feels so good to be back in the land of hot, outdoorsy couples. Look at all of you. It's a treat for my eyeballs. I love it. Except I could never tell with you Denver dudes if you're actually hot or if you just have facial hair. You know what I mean? You guys always have a hat, mustache, beard, an IPA blocking your nose and mouth. I'm like, are you attractive or are you just covering 90% of your face? Because we all think that cats are cute until you see a hairless cat. And then you're like, kill it with fire. No. Anytime I've seen one, I've been like, is it sick? And the owner's always like, no, we actually paid $5,000 for him, so. I'm like, for Gollum with a collar? Why? Could have just blown my nose into Kleenex and handed it to you for free. It looks the same. It's just runny shapes. I don't like it. I'm glad you guys came out. I know that everybody's had a really crazy past couple years. I had an especially crazy 2020. I actually got divorced a week before COVID hit. Yeah, so who's ready for some comedy? I just start crying. No, it's okay. I think the craziest part about getting divorced is having to change your emergency contact back to your mom. It would be less embarrassing to use a stranger from Craigslist, truly. But other than that, it went pretty smoothly. Like, we still have a lot of love and respect for each other. He's also a comedian, so we didn't have a lot of assets to split up. It's not like there was a summer house and a boat. It was like, do you want the Batman Begins DVD? Who gets the good spatula? And after some time had passed, we decided that we were going to try and be friends again. And that's always a little weird the first time you try hanging out with an ex as a friend. When he saw me, he fist bumped me. I was like, wow, honestly, I would rather have you fist me. That would feel less physically uncomfortable than this nightmare you just put us through. Hated that. Absolutely not. And I've had the deadly peanut allergy for most of my life, so for the 8 years we were together, he had to stop eating peanut products, because if he did and then kissed me, my throat could close. So when I saw him, I was like, oh, what's it like to eat peanut butter again? He goes, oh man, we should have broken up a long time ago. I don't even blame him. Have you had peanut butter? I can't compete with that. I hate that the person I'm with has to give that up. That puts way too much pressure on me to be worth the trade-off, right? Like, you're gonna rob a man of Reese's for the rest of his life? Pff, bitch, you better be pretty open-minded in the bedroom. Gonna make a man stop swallowing something delicious. Well, get ready to start swallowing something gross. You gotta fill the void that Snickers left. A missionary with the lights off ain't gonna cut it anymore. So, had to learn some new moves and watch some tutorials. That's what I call porn. It's just educational for me now. I just watch with a little notepad like, oh, pretend to gag. Okay. Seems good. I do think it's easy when you get married to stop trying as hard in bed, but God, if you get divorced and you start trying to date again, it's like having to come back out of retirement. You know, So you gotta start stretching, get ready to run another BJ 5K. Like, no, I just did this. Somebody moved the finish line back another 10 years. Ugh, can't even see it. Do we have any married people here tonight? That was a pretty sad sound. You guys were faking it a little bit. You're like, eh. Some of you just treated it like a silent auction. You were like... Just so sad. Anybody here been married for a really long time, like over 20 years? You guys are so cute. How long have you been married? 21. Give it up for 21. That's a long time. Yeah. So you guys get it. If you've been working the same job for over 2 decades, you start to cut some corners. Right? But if it is your first week at a new blowjob, you are hustling. You just are. I'm sure you dudes have figured out by now that the best blowjob you ever get from us is the first blowjob. Because women, we're so competitive, we know that you're about to compare us to every other one you've ever had. So we just enter the arena that night like, I will be queen. Give me that. We pull out all our tips and tricks, hurt our knees, throw our back out. We want a trophy. We will give head to get ahead. But then you get married and you start to treat blowjobs like you're assembling IKEA furniture. Just skip a few steps, and by the end you're like, next time I'm hiring somebody else to do this. A little righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, let's get the hell out of here. We gotta go to Costco. I tried to avoid the whole post-breakup identity crisis. One of my friends went through a breakup, and she got this dramatic haircut afterward as a revenge move against her ex. She's like, if he sees me, he's gonna know he missed out on this whole other me. Like a guy has ever seen a haircut and been like, never got a fuck asymmetrical lob, Lisa. Bullshit. You guys never know when we change our hair, right? You're not even observant of yourselves. Before the divorce, I was cuddling with my ex and I felt like my leg had been stabbed. I looked down. His toenails look like he cut them with his teeth. They're all jagged. Like he could unlock a secret door in a haunted house. I was like, do you have a best friend with a matching jagged toenail? You put them together and make a best friend necklace? Is that what you're doing? He turned his toe into a prison shave. And I was like, what is this? He goes, I just didn't notice. Oh, I sure did. When you shanked my Achilles tendon. I'm bleeding out. Because I feel like this stuff only gets worse with you guys with age. Like, we've all seen the really old men with thick tufts of raccoon hair growing out of their ears. I'm sure that guy's wife has been telling him to trim it for years and he just can't hear her. Like, what? It's like yelling into a fan. It's coming right back in your face. I just sat next to a very old man on a plane recently, and I had my notebook out, and he leans over and goes, it's nice to see somebody writing and not on their phone. And I was like, aw, he doesn't know I'm writing jokes about cum. I was like, oh, suddenly Candy Crush doesn't seem so bad, huh, Wendell? And I booped him on the nose. Love that, Wendell. does feel a little weird to start over now in my 30s, but at least I know now what I like and don't like in a relationship. For example, I don't care how hot you are, I'm still never gonna eat your ass. Not a fan of the devil's chocolate. No, thank you. And I'm fair about it. I don't ask anybody to eat mine either, okay? There's no need. Women have a lot of holes down there. It's like a mini golf course. Just skip the one that's in a lagoon. Just don't even look at it. I have never wanted to do that to one of you guys. Most of you dudes have real blue-collar assholes. Not a lot of maintenance going on back there. That thing works at Lowe's. I don't trust it. It's like blindly sticking your face between two couch cushions. There's just goldfish crackers and part of a broken Christmas ornament. It's a choking hazard, frankly. I'm not gonna swallow a paperclip so you can come a new way. And that is the joke I wrote next to Wendell on the plane. Now you know. And I don't know if I'm alone in this, but I didn't even hear about eating ass until later on in life. And when I did, I was like, why is that even on the menu? Because as women, you want to seem like you're like cool and dirty and down for anything, but it's poop. Like, that's not even the same universe of things that turn me on, right? Like, that's like going to Disneyland and one of the rides is beekeeping. You're like, what? That sounds terrible. And dangerous. Like, I don't understand how the people who are eating ass all the time aren't getting violently ill. I have been washing my produce for 32 years to avoid E. coli. But I'm supposed to take my mouth and go straight to the source? Just drink from the hose? I don't trust you dudes to wash a frying pan correctly, let alone your assholes. Not dying at 32 from Brad's butthole. Dreams and goals to accomplish. Have you guys been drinking tonight? Yeah? Wow. You're fucking hammered, Christ. Knocked me backward. Some of my friends actually got sober during quarantine, and if I'm being honest with you, I found it unacceptable. I was like, I just got divorced, I need you to ramp it up with me. Now's not the time for you to be a better person, okay? You're actually being selfish, so. Some of them took the AA quiz online, so I took it with them, and it turns out it makes everybody sound like they're an alcoholic. The first question is, have you ever used alcohol to alter your mood? Like, is there any other reason? Who's like, no, I'm in it for the acne and diarrhea. I'm a purist. The second question is, after consuming alcohol, have you ever done something you've regretted? Like, do you mean literally every time? Who's getting drunk and doing the Lord's work? I've never had 5 margaritas and been like, all right, time to donate blood. Gotta pass this party on to someone in need. My biggest regrets stem from alcohol. When I was in college, I used to take shots of gin and chase them with deli meat. Yeah. You know you're white trash when your cocktails involve ham. That is not great. But I feel like if you're broke in college, you form weird habits like that. Like if you don't have a dishwasher, you try and cook using as few dishes as possible. Okay. I want to know if you guys do this. Like, if you want banana on your cereal, but you don't want to get a knife dirty, do you ever just tear pieces off with your teeth and then... The creatures come out at night. Look at you. I didn't even know that was weird until my ex caught me doing it. And was like, are you mama birding yourself? You need to get some help. I was like, I learned this while I worked at IHOP, so I don't want to hear it. Time is money. I'm being efficient, okay? Wow. I like that Disney villain laugh in the shadows. What the fuck was that? I like that on the special. That's good. Keep that weird shit up. I did so much dumb drunk shit in college. At one point, my friends and I went to Vegas. I got hammered, ate a bunch of food, passed out, woke up the next morning, went to the pool, and when I looked down, there was like white powdery stuff in my belly button. And I was like, oh God, did I do coke for the first time last night? And so I touched it, and I tasted it, and I was like, oh, Parmesan cheese. My friends told me that apparently I ate 7 slices of pizza like a wild boar. And in the process, just dumped a loose quarter cup of parm down my shirt. And then let it collect in my belly button like some sort of Pizza Hut stripper. So, made some really good choices in my life. I do think I made an actual good choice recently. I just quit being vegan after a year and a half of doing it. I'm back, baby! I'm back in these meat streets. Oh, man, does it feel good to have friends again? Yeah, no one wants you around. My ex-husband and I, we went vegan together on January 1st, 2020. And then 2 months later, we were divorced. Am I saying that veganism ruins marriages? Yeah, I am. But if we kept on eating nachos, we would have been too happy and too sleepy to notice our problems. There's not a lot of divorce in the Midwest. People think it's religion. It's cheese curds. Cheese can do what God can't. A couple hasn't had sex in 20 years, but they eat a cheese curd and go, you know what? One more day. I'll think about divorce tomorrow, but right now, I'm gonna face fuck this cheddar. I'm gonna get lost in this plate. So, I just saw something online that burned my eyes. I just found out that I'm on WikiFeet. Does anybody here know what WikiFeet is? A few of you nodding. A lot of dudes that are like, don't make eye contact with me right now. If you don't know what WikiFeet is, it's a website for people with foot fetishes. So women, if you post a photo on Instagram that shows your little tootsies, the foot folks might do a copy and paste onto WikiFeet and then zoom in on your toes and make their keyboard sticky. I know. It's like scrapbooking for men who need Jesus. It's a nice hobby. I know that sounds like I'm kink shaming. I'm really not trying to. Honestly, I am so jealous that some people can get off from that. Like, I wish I could just stare at a dude's hairy kneecap and get tingles in my basement. What a life. I would live on Wiki Knees. Oh, I would get nothing done. So much harder than that. So somebody told me that there's this profile of me on WikiFeet, and at first when I heard that, I was like, oh, does that mean I have hot feet? I'm so flattered. Then I went and looked. I saw that the foot fetish community has rated my feet only 2.3 out of 5 stars. Which they call okay feet. was like, oh, apparently I have Applebee's feet. It's like, you'll put it in your mouth, but you won't tell anybody about it. Just kind of a 2 for Tuesday deal. And a few months before the pandemic hit, some dude slid into my DMs and just said, $2,000 for foot vid. Now, Denver, make some noise if you would send a video of your feet to a stranger for $2,000. Godless animals, all of ya. My ears, Jesus. Some of you just throw your areola up on Facebook for $1. Aunts and uncles seeing it, you don't give a shit. You're like, Venmo me my dollar, Aunt Sherry, I earned this. This is a solid nip. Well, I appreciate your honesty. I wasn't quite as sure about it as all of you were. I was like, I don't know this guy. He's gonna have a video of my feet for the rest of his life. It's too weird. I'm not doing it. But then COVID hit. And I lost all my comedy work. So 2 days later, I wrote him back. I got desperate so fast. I was like, all right, man, $2,000 for my feet. I'm ready. Let's do it. And he never responded. I got ghosted by the foot guy. Do you know how humiliating it feels to lower your morals and your values only to have a foot guy be like, nah, I'm good now. You're like, what? What happened? It's like the smelly kid coming up to you at prom and you're like, all right, fine, one dance. And he's like, I was just gonna ask you where the bathroom is. You're like, fuck you, Travis. Get out of here. Just trying to be nice. I love my mom so much. She's amazing, but she's been trying to give me career advice, and none of it's helpful, you know? She doesn't understand that there are different levels of fame in comedy. She thinks that all comics are best friends. She'll be like, why don't you call Jerry Seinfeld? And ask to do comedians in cars getting coffee. And I'm like, Mom, I can't even get a guy to jerk off to my feet. Let's lower expectations. Like, this is where my career is at. I have a foosball web series on YouTube, okay? I'm like here. When my mom heard that, she goes, you know who I bet would love to do your YouTube show? Ellen DeGeneres. And I was like, oh, you bet, huh? Well, let's put some money on it, because I bet she fucking wouldn't. If I win, you have to let me back on your cell phone plan. She's always trying to find ways to get me on television. Like when she heard I was getting divorced, she sent me a text that said, now that you're single, you can go on The Bachelor or Miss America. I was like, yeah, because marriage is what was holding me back from becoming Miss America. Pretty sure part of the qualifications include hasn't been paid in Jell-O shots to tell dick jokes. So, I don't think I'm getting in. I was talking about the foosball web series. So, my entire family and I are actually world champion foosball players. Thank you. I know it sounds made up. I swear it's real. My parents met playing in a professional foosball tournament in the 80s. So I literally wouldn't exist if it weren't for foosball. Which is sad. But you know, some of you wouldn't exist if it weren't for boxed wine. So it's like, yeah, whatever. We're all a little garbage. Let's not judge each other. It gets weirder. Not only is my dad a pro foosball player, he's also a slam poetry champion. And an international yo-yo man. Yeah. My dad has the sex appeal of a fanny pack. Crushing it. And my mom is in the Foosball Hall of Fame, and they've been training me to play since I was like 2 years old. But since no one suspects that I'm a pro foosball player, I love to hustle people, right? And so I usually play against other comedians on my web series, but we did this special episode where I went undercover in Vegas and I hustled drunk dudes on the Vegas Strip. So I wore this low-cut top, I talked in the worst voice, and my camera crew and I would go up to groups of guys and I'd go,
Hi, my name's Kelsey, and I have this web series where I do things that I've never done before for the first time. It's called Pop My Cherry. It's silly, I know. So I've never played foosball before, and we just found this table, and I was just wondering if you guys want to play me.
And every group of guys is like, hell yeah, bitch, let's go. Yeah, play right now. So I would play the first game terribly on purpose, right? I would giggle a bunch, spin the rods a lot, really build up their confidence. And then I go,
Okay, so I think I've got the hang of it now, and this is Vegas, so we should play for money.
and every guy would put their whole wallet on the table. And they'd hand me the ball and go, here, you can serve first. And that's when I pull out my foosball grip glove. Checkmate, motherfucker. Yeah, I've never done cocaine, but I would assume it's a similar rush. I've only done Parmesan cheese, which also exhilarating. A lot cheaper. So I mentioned that my ex and I, we were together for a really long time, so we knew so much about each other. But one thing that he didn't know about me until toward the end, I told him that sometimes I pee in the shower. And by sometimes, I mean every time. And don't you guys act like you don't do it too. We are all swamp monsters. There is no drug in the history of time with a higher addiction rate than peeing in the shower. Okay? You think you're better than that, you think you're above doing it, and then you let yourself do it one time. And you're like, well, I guess I'm doing this every day for the rest of my life. It is the best. I feel like I'm on vacation every day, just carefree living. And I thought that he and I were gonna bond over it, you know? Like maybe we had the same dirty little secret. And instead, he was like, what? Oh, gross. That means every time I shower, I've just been standing in your pee. I was like, I do it while I'm showering. Like, the water takes it down the drain immediately. You're acting like I walk into our bathroom, drop my pants, stand in the shower, and just piss on dry porcelain like a serial killer. And then get out, put my pants back on, and just leave you a puddle of urine like a feral cat. I was like, I'm gonna start peeing on your pillow, give you some real problems. This is nonsense. One of my friends told me that apparently we're all supposed to throw our pillows away once a year and get new ones. You guys been doing that? Feels good to be gross together, huh? We all have such a weird attitude toward pillows because they cost like $10, but we all keep the same disgusting pillows for decades, like it's the Great Depression. Like we're some old prospector like, well, this here's the pillow they gave me at the orphanage, and I'll be goddamned if this ain't the same pillow I die with. Why? Pillows and towels, right? Like, we never get rid of towels. They just eventually become the ones you like dry the dog with. Why are we holding on to so many? Do we all think we're gonna have like a home birth someday? I'm gonna sop some stuff up. My grandparents' towels are historical artifacts at this point. I don't know if you've visited your elders recently. They have washcloths that look like they were woven from wheat. I'm like, did this belong to Jesus? I feel like I'm drying my face with a Triscuit. My eyelids are bleeding. So I got on dating apps for the first time last year, and they let me onto the celebrity dating app, which, listen, obviously they use the term celebrity real loosely, okay? If they saw my wiki feed, they'd be like, absolutely not. She can't sit with us. Yeah, they let in somebody who's 32 and still shops at Forever 21, so I for sure tricked them. I know that store is trash, but I just can't stop going. I just love it so much. The last time I was there, I told the girl at the register that I found a makeup stain on this tank top I wanted, and I asked if I could get a discount, and she just stared at me with dead eyes and was like,
It's already only $2.99.
like,
Do you want us to just give you the tank top? And pay off your student loans? This is Forever 21, everything's stained. It's basically an animal shelter.
God, I love that store. The first date I went on through the celebrity app was such a disaster. I went out with this guy who was from Europe originally. So he had this really thick European accent, and some of the words he said sounded like other words. So he's telling me about his cat, and he goes, yeah, you know, I love my cat, but he rapes my shirts. And my brain was like, that can't be right. Nope. So I sat with it for a second, and I was like, oh, he rips your shirts. Okay, sorry, I thought you said that he rapes your shirts. And with zero hesitation, this dude goes, yeah, no, he rapes my shirts, and I don't understand why, because he's neutered, but he will not stop raping my shirts, so... Then I had to hide my shirts, and then I gave him a blanket, and now that's his rape blanket, and I'm like, what the fuck? Am I on a hidden camera show? Where if this dude says rape 18 times before dessert, he wins a jet ski? Like, is this one of Ted Bundy's kids? What? Just started covering all my holes. I was like, I don't like this. This is a bad vibe. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna give this 5 more minutes. So he starts telling me that he goes on boats a lot. And I was like, oh, you ever worry about shark attacks? And I swear to God, he goes, yeah, no, you don't really have to worry about sharks so much, but you do have to worry about dolphins because they are the rapists of the sea. And I was like, all right, I'm out of here. Bye. Enjoy the jet ski. I'm sure you won. Fucking lunatic. That was my first dating app experience. Fortunately, it's been better since then. I'm seeing a guy in his 40s now. He has adult children, okay? He has lived more life than I have. He knows more things. And I told him that I was hesitant to hook up with him the first time because I was on my period. And he goes, I don't get why guys are ever grossed out by that. You're just shedding your uterine lining. I was like, that is the hottest thing that anybody's ever said to me. I didn't even know that's what happens during my period. I was like, okay, Grey's Anatomy. Who are you? The bar is set real low after old rape blanket, so you just do a gentle hop over into my heart, you know, with your Snapple fun facts about periods. Like, I don't know any of those things. Somebody could come up to me on the street with a microphone and be like, "Ma'am, for $1 million, what happens during your period?" And I'd be like, "I'm gonna go with the egg is melting." And they'd be like, "Were you homeschooled?" My parents were playing foosball. I don't know. They didn't teach me these things. He's also the first guy I've ever been with who has had a vasectomy. So I had some questions about that. I was like, "When you finish, is it clear?" Like that white Gatorade flavor? Just have Glacier Frost on tap? What's going on? I was just trying to prepare myself. I was like, does it taste better when there aren't kids in it? It's like, or maybe it's just air, right? Like one of those pressurized keyboard dusters that's like, psst, you're like, oh. It startles you. You gotta point it away or you'll lose an eye. And maybe fix a tire. Finally, I just went Bill Nye on his ass. I was like, "I am blowing you in the name of science." This is field research at this point. And turns out it's like normal. I guess it's kind of like Beyond Burger. Like, it looks the same. And then once it's in your mouth, you're like, something's missing. This is like diet cum. It's another joke I wrote next to Wendell. He got an eyeful that flight. He saw some things. A lot of my friends are getting engaged and married right now, and one of them just had an engagement party with her fiance, and they played one of those games where they have signs that say him and her, and they held them up when they got asked questions like, "Who's the better cook? Who takes longer to get ready? We're all just like, oh my God. I'm like, you guys are getting married. Let's get into some real shit. Like, who has a drinking problem? Who's settling? I'm like, let me run this game, huh? And we'll call it getting cold feet. Let's test drive this son of a gun. So one of the things that I learned that was hard in going from being married and living with somebody for 8 years into being single and living alone is that no one touches you anymore. And I know it sounds weird to say it like that, but if you live with somebody, there's like a fair amount of touching that happens throughout the day. So my lowest point in quarantine, I started watching ASMR videos on YouTube where a girl would hold a hairbrush up to the camera lens and she would simulate that she was brushing your hair. And I would just ram my forehead up against my laptop. Like, pet me, Rachel. You dirty bitch. As soon as businesses opened up, I made all of the touching appointments. I was like, I'm getting a massage, I'm getting a manicure. Look, I made a dentist appointment just because I missed feeling somebody in my mouth. Okay? Don't you judge me. It was hard. My dentist is this like 65-year-old Armenian man. I was like, floss it up, daddy. Use your toys. He was like, I prefer you call them tools. I was like, Dimitri, I need this. Hush your lips. Just tell me when to spit. one of the appointments I had made was for a bikini wax. And I had been going to salons before COVID to get bikini waxes. I had tried doing some of those like at-home kits, and I just learned that there are some parts of my nethers that I do not have the strength of spirit to wax myself. Listen to me, if you can wax your own lips, you're a psychopath. That is some Steve-O jackass level masochism. I want no part of it. So I'd been going to the salons, and then the salons closed for 6 months, and things got scary. There's so many beautiful women here tonight. I feel like a lot of women started 2020 with like
A landing strip.
and by July it was just a full airport. You can land anywhere. There's a Cinnabon and a Panda Express. There's a shuttle that takes you to a rental car lot. I mean, employees, W-9s, it's a lot going on. So finally, the salons opened back up, and I immediately made an appointment. And I remembered there's that rule that the hair has to be at least a 1/4 inch long in order for the wax to be able to pick it up. Oh my God. And do we need a medic? Are you okay? Are you too much for you? She's like, it's a 7:30 show. I didn't know what this was. I don't like hockey, and we had a Groupon, but she's like, this is not the Christian way. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, so I remembered there's that rule that the hair has to be at least a 1/4 inch long in order for the wax to be able to pick it up. And I looked down and was like, well, that's not gonna be a problem. But for the first time in my life, I worried that maybe it's bad if the hair is longer than a 1/4 inch. So I called the salon. So embarrassing. I was like, hey, I have an appointment today. It's been a rough quarantine. Is there like a maximum hair requirement? And this poor girl just goes, I mean, how long are we talking? And I wasn't prepared to answer that. So I panicked and was like, we could probably donate it. No. Like, I don't know if Locks of Love specifies which type of hair they accept, but maybe somebody needs fake eyelashes. I don't know. We don't know where that hair comes from. We're all just throwing them on and praying, but could be pubes. I don't know. Basically, I feel like a lot of us were walking around kind of looking like the opposite of a porn star in 2020, right? Which is totally fine. My friend Jay actually told me that my celebrity lookalike is this porn star named Jessie Rogers. So I Googled her, and the first picture that popped up was her doing hardcore anal. And got a little creeped out, realizing that my friend Jay saw that and thought, you know who this reminds me of? Old gaping butthole Kelsey Cook. Yeah. Old backdoor cook. Look at her go. A+. What is the matter with you, Jay? But by the way, it's so nice to be able to tell that joke in person again, because I've had to tell it on mostly virtual shows the past 2 years, and I realized that halfway through the joke, everybody would just open a new browser. It would just get really quiet, and I'd be like, Hello? Everybody show me your hands. I don't trust you. What are you doing? I had to check into a hotel on the road recently, and it was early in the morning, and the woman checking me in, well, she's a little older, and she goes, I just have to tell you, you look so much like Amy Adams. Huh, I don't know if you ever hear that, but you really look like her. And it took all of my strength to not pull my phone out and be like, you know who everybody else says I look like? And just really blast her with a bee-hole at 8 a.m. I couldn't do it. I do think that Jesse Rogers and I, we do look alike. We have some different hobbies. You know, I've never just sat on a lava lamp. For example. Like, my ex-husband and I, we didn't even buy a sex toy until 7 years into the relationship. We had just been Flintstoning that shit. Just very little house on the prairie, just churning butter, very innocent. We ended up buying one of those vibrating wand things, and I gotta be honest, never liked it. Way too intense for me. Even on the lowest setting, this thing is like for blasting rocks. I was like, is this what you women have been using this whole time? I barely touched it to my body. My feet lifted off the ground. I took flight. I was not turned on at all. I was terrified. I was like, did I just puree my clit? Oh my God. No. This thing is meant for industrial kitchens, okay? It's for liquefying raw vegetables. It's crazy. So I ended up asking some of my friends about it, and it turns out that they have this toy, and they use it on the highest setting in order to have an orgasm. I was like, how have you not completely erased your vagina? Just sanded it down to a smooth slab of granite. Like a Barbie crotch. Yeah. And go bowling on it. And something I've learned about you dudes is that a lot of you guys like stuff that vibrates too. So one night before the divorce, my ex and I were out drinking. I'd had a few gin and hams. As you do. And when we got home, I was just feeling a little extra spicy, so I decided to crank it to 10 just to see what would happen. And the moment I touched it to his junk, his balls, whoop, went up inside his body. I didn't even know they could do that. I was just staring at him like, oh. Do they stay up there until you sneeze really hard? How do you get back? Have to do a hard man kegel? I don't know. A couple minutes went by, didn't see anything. I panicked. I started pushing on his belly button really hard, like trying to eject quarters out of a skee ball machine. I was like, come on, get out of there. Another few minutes, still nothing. I was like, oh, I think those are ovaries now. I'm sorry. I think I gave you an accidental gender change. Oops. So I'm in therapy. Anybody here in therapy? Oh, wow, that's a nice response. Usually it's just one person that's like, help. I'm like, oh. Let's talk to you. Yeah, I think therapy is amazing, but I guess not everybody always needs therapy. Some people do need therapy. And you can usually tell who those people are because they say things like, I don't need any fucking therapy. I prefer to be a burden to my loved ones. You're like, sir, this is an Arby's? Why are you shouting? You're alarming the children. I had to work on my self-worth in therapy because I kept attracting some of the wrong people. One of my friends told me this quote. She said, once you know your worth, you'll stop giving people discounts. And I was like, well, slap my tits and call me Groupon, baby. Boy, I've been out here like, hey, you got a personality disorder and no job, this pussy's 90% off. Hey! No credit, no problem, get in here. That makes it sound like my life has been a dick buffet. It has not. I have a very low body count. I love that that's what we call it, body count, like we're all just fucking people to death, like, It sounds so System of a Down for no reason, you know? I think I would have a higher body count if STDs didn't exist, but I'm just so terrified to ever get one that I don't want to gamble. Like, I just can't believe that in 2022, our best defense against them is still just condoms and the honor system. Scouts honor, bro. I'm like, you lied about your height. I'm supposed to trust you on chlamydia? No. Kick rocks. Get out of here. I was reading online that some of the very first condoms back in the 1800s were really thick. Like, they used to basically just cut up bike tires. And they've obviously gotten thinner over time, which I'm sure was a guy's idea, you know. I bet the women back then were pissed, like, fuck, keep it girthy. Keep that deep dish condom on. We don't have electricity. This is the only joy I have. I had a woman come to one of my shows recently who I think was from the 1800s. She was very old. And she came up to me afterward and she was like, I was a makeup artist for 30 years. And at this point I'm thinking, oh, I think she's about to compliment my makeup. That's so nice. And then she goes, your face was so oily when you were on stage. It was the only thing I could look at. The lights were hitting it so bright that I had to squint to look at you. And that's when I heard my brain say, well, tonight's the night we go to jail for throat punching someone's nana. Do you just hit a certain age where you walk around like, fuck it, burn it to the ground? Like, just traumatizing people? I'm like, who is this woman's poor husband? You know? We gotta save him. I just picture him getting out of the shower and she's like, your balls make me sick. Of course, I didn't say any of that to her. I was just like, what powder do you recommend? I have no backbone. I've also become self-conscious of this very specific thing. Did you girls have that dress code in middle school where you had to wear shorts that were longer than the length of your fingertips to your sides? Okay, all right? To prevent girls from wearing booty shorts. So that was the day I learned I have freakishly long arms. For my short height. I'm only 5'4". All the girls had to line up. We put our arms down. And I don't know if you can see what's happening right now. I'll show you on this side too. But I did this, and I looked down, and I was like, oh no. I'm gonna have to wear men's Jinko jeans to not get expelled. Just rolling into home ec with my chain wallet and lugs, like. Let's bake these muffins, Diane. The third member of the Insane Clown Posse. I don't know much about the Insane Clown Posse, but it does make me laugh picturing those guys having to take their makeup off at the end of the night. Because they seem so tough on stage, like, I'm gonna stab this dude and bang your chick. And then 2 hours later, they're like, these Neutrogena wipes are lovely. Oh. Don't burn my eyes. So, before I started headlining, I used to open on tour for a comedian named Jim Norton. Anybody here a Jim Norton fan? Nice. Got some Jim heads in the house. So Jim's favorite thing to do is to humiliate people. And I made the mistake of telling him that I embarrass very easily for a comedian. And he just milked that every day for 3 years on tour. When we were in public, he would constantly accuse me of shoplifting. We would be checking out at a CVS pharmacy, and just deadpan in front of the cashier, he would turn to me and go, "Are you not gonna pay for all the things in your purse?" And I would just start shivering like a shelter chihuahua, like, I would just end up paying for lipstick that I've owned for 5 years. I was like, just take my money, I'm so sorry, I hate this. It was traumatizing. By far, the most embarrassing thing he would do with his bodyguard. We traveled with this 7-foot-tall guy named Kenny. Picture Frankenstein with less people skills. Just an oaf. And I don't know if you women have ever ordered anything on victoriassecret.com, but sometimes you get that free tote bag with purchase. Okay. If you have even a shred of self-respect, you immediately throw it in the garbage where it belongs. I used it as my day-to-day purse for 7 years. I have no dignity. It says Victoria's Secret in big letters on the sides, like it's very obnoxious. And I would travel with this. So when we were on tour, we'd have to get to the airport at 5 in the morning. And you guys know how you look at the airport at 5 a.m., right? Just greasy, disheveled, gross. So I'd look like that, and I'd have this bag, and everybody's just quietly shuffling about the airport. And all of a sudden, his bodyguard would shout, "Victoria's Secret model coming through!" And everybody, and I mean everybody, would stop and look at me wide-eyed and then go, Do you know how quickly your self-esteem goes in the toilet? When you can watch 100 people decide in half a second, "No, she's not." You're like, all right. Just gonna go walk into traffic now, thanks. So I'm from Washington State originally, and they just passed this new legislation that is banning schools from continuing to use Native American mascots, which is great. And the high school I went to, our mascot was the Blackhawks. And it takes a linguistic specialist to tell the difference between somebody saying Blackhawks and black cocks. And let me tell you, it was pretty wild growing up, going to football games and watching a dozen cheerleaders shout to a stand of parents,
We love Blackhawks, yes we do. We love Blackhawks, how about you?
and then watching everybody on the other team be like, what the fuck? It's like the mating call of the Kardashians. So I had my bachelorette party down in Vegas, and we went to the Magic Mike live show. Has anybody here been to the Magic Mike live show? Oh, we got a few. Oh, are you still wet? Hey. Girl, it is crazy what happens at the show. They brought it back during COVID, which surprised me because if we are concerned about droplets, women are gushing fluid at this show. Medically, it's a problem, okay? It changes the humidity in the room. Women with straight hair leave with curly hair. It's like a rainforest cafe in there. That air is thick. 3 C's. But now that the show's back, you gotta go. Oh, it is the cream of the cock. Just, chef's kiss. For 2 hours, these oiled up six-packs just grind the stage, and they sing to you, they lick whipped cream off your body, and then they bring some women on stage, and then they take your top off, and then they take your pants off, and then they fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I just want to see how far you guys would go with me on that part. Did you hear how quiet it got in here? Oh. Could you feel every woman just slowly leaning further forward in her seat? Like, I'm pulling out her phone, checking flights to Vegas. Like, a taxi! Were you like, was I in the bathroom when that happened? How did I miss that? No, they don't do that. That'd be pretty dope. Probably charge a lot more for tickets. But you do get a lot for your money. At the end of the show, they do bring some women on stage, and then they put you in harnesses, and they put one of the guys beneath you, and you get to, like, ride the men into the sky like Free Willy. They get you hornier than you've ever been in your entire life, and then they just set you loose. Back into the wild. Single dudes, if you were ever trying to fuck in Vegas, just go stand outside the Magic Mike exit. Like a catcher. We're running out of there, holes open like a starfish, ready to go. That's something TripAdvisor doesn't tell you, and that's what I'm here for. I'm like your creepy uncle. I'm just helping you get laid. I would like to go back to the show, but not for anything wedding related, because there's usually two types of women that go. The host comes out and he goes, all right, ladies, make some noise if you're here for a bachelorette party. There's a bunch of young 20-something girls that are like, ah, oh my God, penises. Ah. And then the host goes, all right, now who here's celebrating a divorce? And it's just one table of women in their 40s like, give me your dick. You're like, oh my God.